So, how's it going? It's fantastic. Your Minnesota Fighting Vikings allegedly fall to the New York Football Giants 31-24, and it was a game where the writing was on the wall early and often. The Vikings defense, led by Ed Donatell, could not stop anyone. They couldn't rush the passer. They couldn't stop Saquon, and everything that we had implored the Vikings defense not to do, they screwed up on. So it sort of is what it is. And the Vikings 13-4 season ends with a wild card loss to Brian Daboll, who did a phenomenal job, does deserve consideration for Coach of the Year, and Daniel Jones, just ridiculous, man. But so the thing that annoys me most is everyone with a couple of brain cells could tell that Ed Donatell was the problem on defense. The playing soft zone, not adjusting, not blitzing. You could tell in the middle of the season that was going to be an issue. I mean, many fans were calling for Donatell to be fired at the bye week. But Kevin O'Connell, for all the positives that O'Connell had for his first season, his lack of courage to make that big of a change when it was needed, it hurt the team. And Donatell calling that defense, it cost the Vikings this game. Straight up did. The defense was not ready, even though the entire press conferences this week, he's saying, like, oh, you're going to love our defense. Baloney. So even though it's very easy to put this on Donatell, you certainly can. You can put a lot of it on the players on defense as well. You certainly can. But this is also on Kevin O'Connell, because he did not have the courage, he did not have the fortitude to make that big of a change. And maybe it's because he's a first-year head coach, didn't want to rock the boat, and he probably has a lot of respect for his elders and Ed Donatell, but him allowing Donatell to continue to coordinate that defense and not switch over to Pettin or Mike Smith or someone else who would have been more aggressive cost the Vikings this game, and it was a huge disrespect to every player, coach, exec, support staff involved with this organization. It really was. Tristan, $5 in Super Chat. What was that last play by Kevin O'Connell? Kirk throw the ball past first down. Oh, well, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But it was a debacle. It really was. And, hats off to the Giants of Brian Daboll. They came in, they played to win, and they did get it done. Two Fallon, $5 in Super Chat. Skull from Brooklyn Park. When will Donatell be fired? I should have been fired week 7, the bye week, but Giants came in, 431 yards of offense, 7-13 on third down, 2-2 on fourth down. Is just wasn't the Vikings' day. And they just because they pulled a rabbit out of the hat many times before, they just could not get it done this time around. And it's just unfortunate. But a couple takeaways. Donatell should have been fired midseason. Yes, Kirk Cousins was an absolute stud except for that final play. And by the way, if anyone blames this loss on Kirk Cousins, they literally did not watch the game. Kirk Cousins was the reason this team was still in it. It was frankly one of his best performances as a Viking. 31-39, completing over 75% of his passes, 273, 2 touchdowns. And just that last play is going to stick in everyone's mind where, I don't know, do you not know it was fourth down? Because checking it down short of the sticks, yes. I mean, where do you think the Giants defenders are lined up? But just praying that Hawkinson can break a tackle and then, get an extra 4 or 5 yards for the first. That wasn't going to work out. Well, it wasn't going to work out. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Then you got Justin Jefferson. So Jefferson completely disappeared in the second half. He had 1 catch in the second half. He had 6 in the first half. And, the Giants absolutely took him away, made the Vikings play left-handed. It's also one of the reasons why, Hawkinson and Thielen were able to get going a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. And, the Vikings, even though Jefferson was getting all the attention, was getting doubled and tripled at times, bracketed, you just got to step up even more. We expected more out of Justin Jefferson today. Defensive veterans wash. So there was a play that really broke my heart where it was Matt Breida on third down, and it was Kendricks missing a tackle, Daniil missing a tackle, and Harrison Smith missing a tackle, and Breida got the first down. And it breaks my heart because I think it's plausible and possible that all three of those guys next year are gone. Kendricks and Harrison, most likely. Daniil could be traded. I don't know. JL Productions, $5. I'm sick and tired of people calling us Farrowwoods. That was a great season. Nothing to lose but gain for the future. Absolutely. Like, it sucks now and be pissed off now, but it was a fantastic season in year one with Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. I absolutely agree there. See, other takeaways. Defensive veterans washed. Jordan Hicks in coverage makes my teeth hurt. It was clear that Dayball was targeting Kendricks, and Harrison just didn't make the splash plays like you're accustomed to. Patrick Peterson looked old in this game, and there's going to be some major changes. Hawkinson trade was huge. Hawkinson had like 13 catches and 2 touchdowns and blah, blah, blah yards against the Giants first time around, 10 for $129 on 11 targets this time around. He was the Vikings passing game in the second half, with Jefferson sort of going bye-bye. The offense can score with anyone. I mean, this offense, the personnel, you can certainly get after it. Yeah. Like they could win a shootout with anyone, and they probably would have had to with the defense playing the way they did. Joshua Cutler, $5. The only player they wanted to win on defense was Duke Shelley. I think that's fair. Yeah. By the way, screen passes suck. There's gonna be a lot of turnover on the roster this offseason. I don't know if it's 100% that Za'Darius is back. I don't know if it's 100% that Daniil is back. I do think that Kendricks and Harrison maybe the last game that we've seen of them in purple, maybe even Adam Thielen as well. There's maybe even Patrick Peterson, Dalvin. There's going to be a lot of changes going on. A lot of changes going on this roster because I think Kwesi is fully going to be like, okay, 13 wins. Now we're going to reset and do it my way. Nicholas Hagan, $5. God, I'm going to hate hearing the national media jabronis tomorrow. Ed needs to be canned and just can't bro pissed off. I agree. I hear you. I get you. I empathize. O'Connell can learn from this. There was a number of like game management issues, not getting the timeout in, and just, thought that his opening script was great. I thought that some of his adjustments were good. What really plagued this team was just the defensive side of the ball. That was rough. The cow tick. $5. If Ed isn't gone by next season or even tonight, us fans should write a petition, get rid of him forcibly. He's sabotaged the Vikings. That's fair. That's fair. Lastly, I think this is the most important one. It hurts right now, but it was a good season. 13-4. You won the division. I think that offensively, the trio of Jefferson, Hawkinson, and Darisaw, you can build around. Kirk Cousins played some of the best ball of his career, and there's positives. I think there's going to be a lot of change on defense, both personnel as well as coaching. But in year one of a competitive rebuild, it was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. And obviously it sucks, but also big shout out to the fans at US Bank Stadium, loud and proud throughout the entire game. But the team just came up short, specifically the defense. So it is what it is. Dental Meat, $2 in Super Chat. Roger Goodell, switch the script mid-game. The first half was also for the Giants. Kind of crazy. But that's it. That's it for a post-game show. We'll do winners and losers after. It hurts. Still hurts. Yeah. But thanks for coming along. We'll have a lot of phenomenal off-season coverage. Actually, the off-season is more of our busier time because of free agency and the draft and new players, all that stuff. So thank you very much for a very fun season. Keep it tuned here throughout the off season, and keep Skull alive.